United States to drive Olympic athletes and officials around the Lower Mainland and Whistler. More than 400 professional bus drivers were at the wheel of those Olympic buses that were a fixture on the streets through the Olympic Games. And with the Paralympics just around the corner, many of those drivers thought they'd have work right through to the end of March. But suddenly, more than 200 drivers have been told to pack up and get out. Their jobs were ending. As our Claudia Kwan reports, they're not leaving quietly.
This happens to be an unsafe area for you to be. You're too close to the tracks. Turn that off, please. No.
The depot manager at this Bannock bus facility apparently does not want this protest documented. The Canadian bus drivers have just been told they won't be working the Paralympics, while others, some American, will be.
I mean, didn't go by qualification. It didn't go by, best work performance. It was literally a lottery. That was the word used.
The drivers are also angry about how abruptly they were told about being out of a job, saying they didn't even get enough notice to make travel arrangements out of Vancouver. Some called looking for help from the BC Federation of Labour.
They deserve respect, like all workers do, and they weren't given it in the circumstances. They have a right to be angry, and they have a right to say, we're the Canadians. It's our Olympics. Why are we going home and the American guys staying here to drive the buses? I don't think that would ever happen in the United States.
400 drivers signed up for the 200 jobs available during the Paralympics. The company in charge of Games Transportation says in the lottery, a third of the jobs went to Americans.
At the end, I guess they could have said, well, all the Americans have to go home, but they wanted to make it a fair process for the 400 that signed up and did the lottery system.
But that just seems unfair to some.
The second part of the contract was that the Paralympics were coming up, and we were supposed to actually, Canadians get first dib at this. And, like myself, I'm going back to being unemployed once this is done. Turn the damn thing off.
As for the depot manager's actions during the bus driver's protest, the transportation company says they will be having a talk with him to make sure he does not interfere with the camera crew again. However, since everyone there will be unemployed when the Paralympics are over, the chance of any disciplinary action now is pretty much non-existent.
Tough new drinking driving laws are being